Hi guys, this is Jheel Jain. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about Bumble, Tinder versus Shadi.com. So all these Bumble, if you don't know, Bumble and Tinder are online dating apps, and Shadi.com is like online getting married app or matrimonial site. So the difference between these things is like everyone is looking for the same thing, but on different platform. Like those who are on Bumble, if you talk to them about marriage, they have official right to freak out or flip out because they are on a dating app. But on the other hand, if you talk about dating on Shadi.com, which actually happens, but people are there with getting married intention, so they cannot flip out. Even if they want to flip out, they cannot, because those rights are reserved there. You cannot use them, like it's not possible. So what I see is like people are meeting a lot of people there. Networking is good, but they are not lending anywhere. The people who are there for networking is a totally different agenda, but the people who are there to look out for someone to settle down, or maybe date for a while and then settle down, they don't date anyone. Most of them is like they would go out, meet someone, they would find some good qualities about them, then but they would start analyzing on the parameters like distance kitna hai, how often I can meet. I don't think so. I work in Gurgaon, I live in Delhi, I have to commute also, like it's 1.5 hour 2 hour journey once, like two side ka to 4 hours ho jayega, I cannot meet, then phone pe baat karna padega. No, it's altogether new relationship. I'm 29, I don't think so I have so much of time to invest. Then what are you doing on these apps? Because this is the same scenario that will happen with another girl, but you are going to meet another girl, and you're going with the same thought process again. What do you want, and where are you going to end up with these thoughts? Do you even realize? This is the problem with a lot of guys. They would meet 10 different girls, they would see 10 different qualities in those girls, and then they would want one girl to happen in their life with all those 10 qualities. I mean, this is funny. Do you think you have 10 different qualities which 10 other guys possess in you? No, you don't. Then how do you expect that to happen? Because of the social media, because a lot of exposure, people have forgotten one thing, that this is a real world. And maybe you're meeting a person on social media, but that is a real person. So if you don't stop somewhere, you will keep on moving, and you will not land anywhere, you will not reach to an end, and by the time you're 35, you'll move to Shadi.com, and then what your family, relatives or parents, our parents or society says is like, फिर तो तुम्हें बचा हुआ ही मिलेगा बेटा. So which I can understand why this is happening, because people want stability in their career, they want a permanent job, they want secure job, they want everything permanent, provident funds, they want a house which is permanent, car, everything permanent. But relationships, there's no permanent cut up there, which for everything material they want it to be permanent in their life, but whatever, there's one thing which is for real, is going to last with them forever, is something they are treating so casually. I mean, it's not just for the boys but also for the girls. They don't settle down for one. If they're talking to 10 different people, they're getting 3 different numbers, they would meet these people, they won't take time, sit back and assess what exactly they want. There are few people, not boys or girls, there are few people who know what they want and they move ahead according to that, they're vocal about it, and it's appreciable. At least they're thinking about themselves, they're being honest to themselves, and rest of the world is in a rat race where they're not ending anywhere. That is okay if you're there for hookups, if you're there for just casual dating, maybe you're in that age. But if you're not in that age, and this is not how you want your life to go ahead with the same pace, you really need to think. Before switching from one to another, you need to go through your thoughts and analyze whether this is what you want. If you find someone, you're like, yeah, I want this kind of a person, just stop, put a full stop there for a while. If at 30s or 35, if you keep on looking for multiple people to talk, you don't have that much time, you don't have that much energy to invest, and you have your jobs to take care of, you have family to take care of, you have other tasks to do. So how are you even going to juggle in between that? And when you cross that age also, or if you spend 2-3 years on dating apps, then you are like, there are no girls like that, there are no boys like that. Well, everybody is there in their zone. You just crossed those people and you couldn't analyze because you are rushing to move from one to another. And that's really stupid. It's happening everywhere. Just the difference is that on Shaadi.com, the people know that they are there for getting married. Even they have cold feet, they are the same people who are on Bumble or in Tinder. After spending 2-3 years on Bumble or Tinder, they would move to Shaadi.com or even Shaadi.com. So now there you go and settle for arranged marriage. And when you're meeting nice people on these dating apps, you don't want to settle down with them because the app does not give you that pressure. So you have to understand, not the things which comes to your way, they are going to define what you have to do. It's you yourself have to find what you have to do. So this is very funny. Until you're not being restricted or asked to do something, people don't really want to do it. So if you go on Shaadi.com, there's no casual dating. Although people do the same way. It's the same way that you meet a person, you get the number, you meet them a lot of times and you see how it goes. The same way it goes on Bumble. But there's no restriction of marriage. There is a agenda, like parents are involved. Sometimes they are not even involved. But if it comes from outside to you, you accept, you take the commitment, you take the responsibility. But if it's not coming from the outside, there's nothing that comes from inside of you. I mean, what is that? Just because you are on a dating app, you cannot be committed, you cannot be in a serious relationship, you cannot get married. Who tells you all of that? I mean, when I talk to these people, they have these kind of mindset. Just because they are on a dating app, they think it cannot turn into a serious thing. They would always have this kind of mindset. I mean, where all this coming from? Just because that app says that it's a dating app? I mean, that's really foolish. And if you keep juggling between people like that, you'll not end up anywhere, and maybe you will end up with someone you don't even want to end up. So at least wake up and just think it through what you want in your life. Just don't make a joke out of your life. This is really funny, and I have more content to talk about on this Bumble, Tinder, Shaadi. Although I've never been on Tinder, I've been on Bumble for 10 days, and that's like my assessment. I really want to observe more things, but then I don't have so much time. But I find it very interesting, the networking, the Bumble biz, where you can find a lot of working people of your same gender and different, what do we say, different area of background or work, different kind of things they are doing. So it's good for networking. Then there's dating and then BFF. There are 3 sections, and I tell you, the dating one is like, they have nice content there, but confused ones. So I'll do some video on this later on. Till then, you guys take care, and I don't know how many of you use these apps, but believe me, बहुत झोल है. Okay then, bye bye, take care, see you.